Alcoholic drink. It cannot be healthy. But I am a wine drinker, so I drink wine sometimes, once in a while, and I think it's good for your health.
Alcoholic drink cannot be healthy, but I drink wine because it's good for your health. Alright, what's going on you guys? Welcome back to my channel Zealocity, and today, before we get into today's video, I would like to thank each and every one of you who actually subscribes to my channel and watches all my videos. Thank you so much. I've been receiving a lot of comments on my Instagram as well, and I'm so grateful for all this. I've hit 10,000 subscribers and I'm glad I can reach out to a lot of more people, and if you're not subscribed to my channel yet, please do that. And let's get into today's video. So today's video, as you can see in the title, is going to be Raashi Khanna's What I Eat in a Day. So this was a lot. I received a lot of requests from a lot of people. So when I saw the comments, I was like, who is this Raashi Khanna? I was really not familiar with who Raashi Khanna is. So I literally had to Google her, and I saw that she works in the South Indian film industry, and she's got a very wide fan base. So I was actually living under a rock this time. So let's not waste time and get into the video.
I wake up and I have a glass of warm water in the morning, and I take 6 almonds in the morning. That's a morning ritual I really go by.
It's just been 30 seconds into the video and she sounds like a Komal Pandey kind of a person. I would not be surprised with her first morning thing if her name would have been Raashi Pandey instead of Raashi Khanna, because Komal Pandey eats 4 badam in the morning and she eats 6 badam. So I think she's basically competing with Komal Pandey in this. So you never know. I would have preferred something like a protein, some protein content, some fruit. Maybe like what's with this obsession with these 4-6 badam? थोड़ा सा और खा लो यार. Like it's okay, थोड़ा खा सकते हो आप. You don't have to like eat only 4-6 badam. Okay, but then like anyway, it's a personal preference. I'm not against having 4 or 6 badam. You can wake up and have 1 badam. It's okay. Like I'm completely okay with that. But then like I would have liked her to have some protein intake first thing in the morning. But it's okay. Anyway, let's move on.
So usually it's I don't stick to one thing for breakfast or for lunch or for dinner. I eat variety of food, but I make sure that it's healthy. So basically breakfast includes something like egg whites, or sometimes I also go for the traditional poha or upma or stuff like that.
She eats poha. Yeah. There you go, Raashi. Salute. You deserve the Zealocity salute. So she likes eating poha and she has egg whites. Now coming to that, she could have added some yolk there. That's one thing. Now I know that people will tell, hey, तेको तो हर चीज से problem है. 4 बादाम खाओ तो उससे problem, 6 बादाम से problem, egg white खाओ तो problem, protein ना खाओ तो problem. Like trust me, like the yolk has a lot of nutrients, and that is why I actually say that you should have yolks. So see, I'm your friendly neighborhood nutritionist, so I'm actually giving you friendly advice. थोड़ा सा मैं मजाक कर देता हूँ बीच में, but then what I mean is that your diet, I want you to have the good nutrient supply for your body. If you're overall, if you're balancing your calories throughout the day, then you don't have to worry about the egg yolk. And yes, like people are so confused, but what about the cholesterol? But hey, as long as you're not overeating too much of eggs in a day, you should be good. So I think about 4 to 5 whole eggs a day are absolutely okay to consume, and as long as you're eating in your calorie limit. If you want to gain weight, lose weight, whatever, okay? So many nutrients that you don't usually get from other foods, so it's ideally better to include at least some yolk in some quantity, and it gives you a lot of nutrients. So she could have done that, and it's just a suggestion. Like you don't have to, but then you can. It's gonna give you the good nutrient supply. But anyway, let's move ahead.
Like that, but I make sure that I take at least 1 teaspoon of ghee every day in the morning. It's very important because you really need to eat fat if you want to burn fat.
You need to eat fat if you want to burn fat. It's a quote coming from most of these keto dieters, keto promoters, but it's not always true. It's basically less calories to burn fat, and ketogenic diet works on the backbone of calorie deficit. So it's basically essentially removing carbs so that you're burning fat for energy. That's true, but then let's say there's a fire, right? What do you say, campfire, okay? And if you put paper or firewood or whatever wood or whatever kachra, the fire is still gonna burn, right? Because what you're giving it, the fuel, it needs any fuel. It can run on any fuel, okay? So you provide it with anything, it's still gonna burn. So here, if you have more carbs in your diet, you're gonna burn carbs for energy, glucose. So if you have more fat in your diet, your body will produce ketones and thus burn fat, your ketones from fat for energy. So the ketogenic diet, it's gonna burn all my fat, charbi puri uda dega, ghata dega, bhaga dega. It's all just basically you're just using fat for energy, and that's why you are burning fat for energy. But then the burning happens only if you're on a calorie deficit. That's not what most people understand. And it's the same if you have more carbs and if you're eating in a calorie deficit, you're still gonna burn fat. It's not that if you're eating carbs you can't burn fat. Okay, it's the excess calories or the decreased calories is what you're burning from fat. I hope you understand this logic of energy balance, because whatever we do is energy. Basically what workout you're doing, the running, the jogging, the skipping, the yelling to the camera is all energy, and what you're eating from food is energy. Okay, so again, now some people are going to say no, calories don't exist. Some people don't count calories at all and they still lose a lot of weight, and my answer is always that you don't need to count your calories to be in a calorie deficit. Like, you can save money without actually having a budget. That doesn't mean that budgets are useless, right? Now coming back to this, eat fat to burn fat. Yes, again, if she was actually following that notion, then why not include that egg yolk as well? So I don't think these were two contradictory things, I would say, because like there's a big contrast, right? Only egg whites and not having yolks, and then she's having ghee and telling that you need to eat fat to burn fat. Anyway, let's move ahead.
Afternoon is mostly protein, so it's like chicken or fish, or sometimes maybe anything that my mom cooks at home, chana or whatever homemade food.
Alright, so afternoon is basically chicken, mostly protein. So the grilled fish or grilled chicken, chana or whatever, then actually she's going good. Like she knows that protein is important, and I actually like that fact that she actually knows what she's doing. Just like Rakulpreet, Rakulpreet knows what she's doing. Like she knows her stuff very, very well. But then Raashi Khanna, she also knows that protein is important, and that's why she's eating her protein. And much appreciated. I'm not gonna tell Raashi Khanna, I'm not gonna tell you to eat your goddamn protein. That's 2 videos in a row when I'm not yelling at the person to eat your goddamn protein. So you never know when you're gonna hear this dialogue again. Eat your goddamn protein. You're gonna wait for it.
And I always take mid-meal snacks. So, and then 11 o'clock I either take buttermilk, which is very good for your health. I take buttermilk during that time, and then I eat my lunch by 1:32.
So she has buttermilk between her meals. So this is what I always tell my clients and people, that if you actually feel very hungry between meals, either gulp down a lot of water, because most of the times it's just not real hunger. So if you can have water, and if you don't feel hungry, then it was just some craving, and once you hydrate yourself, you have some water, you won't feel hungry for a while, right? But if you really want to have something, then buttermilk is a nice low calorie option which gives you good protein. It cools your body down. It is actually good. It contains healthy fats from the curd, so you can have that. This is what I tell my clients, either buttermilk or a coconut water, something like that, right? So I appreciate that. I really do.
Post that at around 4:30, I eat a bowl of fruit. Very important for your skin, for everything. Just eat fruit. And then post my gym, I take my protein shake, and then for dinner,
Okay, so post her gym, she takes her protein shake. Alright, I feel like she's doing good there. Okay, moving on to the dinner now.
Dinner, I don't do soups and salads at all, and I don't suggest you do it.
Oh my god, I'm actually loving this. It's a streak of 2 people who actually are giving good information. So she's telling you not to go for soups and salads. Like, you don't have to do this, and she wouldn't recommend it to anybody, because like, why would you have soups and salads if you can't sustain it for a long term, right? So it's not like if you have a meal at night or if you have carbs at night, you're gonna get fat, right? So let's see what she has to say more.
Please, it's a very temporary way of losing weight, and eventually you will put on all of it. So just stick to your regular roti, dal, sabzi. Yeah, maybe in little quantities. So it's very important to work out and to eat proper if you want to lose weight.
There you go. So she's suggesting that you can have a good meal at night, obviously not in large quantities, something like very light, something like the dal roti sabji, which is okay for the most part. Not that it's going to offer a lot of protein, but it's okay, alright? Like as long as you're having your protein throughout the day, and in one meal if you have a little low protein than usual, it's alright. Sometimes if I want to have dal and pulao or dal and rice, I just have dal, rice, veggies, and I just have a bowl of curd so that I get the complete, like the first class protein, the good quality protein from the curd. And not that dal is bad quality protein, it's just that the difference, the vegetarian sources of protein are not complete protein. So the amino acids, which are the building blocks of protein, they are slightly lesser in quantity when compared to the first class protein sources like curd and whey protein and eggs and chicken and fish. These are all first class protein sources, and dal, soya, chickpeas, rajma, all of these are second class protein sources. So some of these amino acids are slightly in lesser quantities in the second class, so that's why the emphasis should be first class. But it's okay once in a while if you're having like the regular dal rice, you can just have a bowl of curd, make a raita, and you can have that with that meal, and it becomes a complete protein source. And the best thing that I like about her advice is that she wouldn't recommend doing soups and salads because it's a temporary way of just losing weight, and you wouldn't sustain it over a long term, and then when you go back to your normal lifestyle, it's just that you'll put that weight back on, right? So she's not recommending that. I don't recommend that. This is actually good advice, like, to be very honest.
Any other thing like diets, or you won't crash diets, it's very temporary because you'll put it on again.
So golden advice right here: do not do these short-term diets. You don't have to do these crash diets, short-term diets. And if you feel okay with the keto diet in the long run, if you can follow that, go for it. If you can do vegan diet in the long run, go for it. So you understand my point. I hope you do, okay? And I hope we're on the same page. So, alright, let's go ahead.
It actually depends. See, mornings are the best, but if you don't find time in the morning, then evenings.
So she just said that mornings are the best from whatever standpoint that she's coming from. So in her defense, she might have meant that your entire day is going to be better because of a first thing workout. If you do the first thing in the morning, then obviously your day is going to be much better, your energy levels are going to be much better, etc, etc. But again, she told it depends, right? So that's what I always say, it depends. So if it works for you, do it in the morning. If it works for you, do it in the afternoon. If it works for you, do it in the evening. Like, do what works best for you. So I think if you've seen my earlier videos and you're seeing this video, I'm sure that you have fit this in your brain by now, that do what works best for you.
I think it's the best if you work out in the morning, but I do it in the evenings.
You know what? It's the best to do workout in the morning, but I'm gonna do it in the evening because YOLO. I'm a savage. That TikTok dance over there. There was a contrast in her statement. I find that hilarious. Like, I'm sorry, but then it was kind of funny. Okay, in the morning as well, she told that you need to eat fat, but she's not eating her yolks. So there's always scope for improvement, right? There's always scope for improvement. So
the best post-workout meal, you can either have a fruit as soon as you work out. It's very important that you replenish your body with water. So I usually go for a banana, and I also take the protein shake, but that's very important.
Right, so now there's this widespread notion that you need to consume like fruit, and you need to consume some carbs, and you need to consume some protein right after you finish your workout because you need to replenish that. It's all a myth, okay? And trust me, you don't need to eat fruit or carbs and protein shake right after your workout, okay? Like, I've been one of those people. Like, I used to finish my workout, rush into the changing room, and then add this protein into my shaker, and then I drink that. And if someone is going to talk to me, I'll be like, wait, I don't have my protein shake because I'm missing out on the time I need to replenish my nutrients, protein, right? There's nothing like that, okay? You can literally wait for an hour and then have your big meal of post-workout, in which has lots of protein, carbs, like whole food. You don't need protein shake after workout just because of the protein requirement, replenishment and all, okay? So it's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad, but again, like, you can have your post-workout meal, which is a proper food. So if you work out in the evening, that's what I do, and I have my dinner, which is my post-workout meal, okay?
If you have any event where you need to show a specific area, like maybe the midriff, and you really need to like suck it in, then you should avoid eating carbs like a day before that. And please don't give up on carbs. It's very important you eat carbs for your energy. Please, ladies, don't do that.
So she's saying that if you want to go for a shoot, or where you want your midsection to look tighter and nicer, then you can like remove carbs the day before. And obviously, like, because carbs hold some water in the body and carbohydrate. So there's the word hydrate. 1 gram of carbs hold about 3 to 4 grams of water in the body. So suppose if you're eating 200 grams of carbs in a day, that's 200 into 4. That's about 800 grams of water extra that you're holding. So you can see the difference. So 200 grams of carbs plus the 800, that's 1 kg. So your 1 kg of water that you're holding extra. That is why when you remove carbs, you wake up and then your weighing scale, it shows lesser, and that's how basically you lose some weight, and you lose weight, not fat, right? So I hope you understand that difference now when I'm actually pointing it out, right? And she's saying that you don't need to remove carbs for life. It's just that for that shoot, you can remove some carbs and see that quick weight loss or water loss, and then you can just keep carbs because they're important. And yes, they're very important for your performance in your gym with strength training. That is why you'll see the powerlifters, bodybuilders, everybody relying on carbohydrates, right? So because they are damn important. Okay, so all right, let's move ahead.
I cheat all the time, and you please cheat all the time. It's important to live your life, work hard in the gym, but cheat and eat what you like.
Okay, so I like this. So she's saying that I cheat all the time and you need to cheat all the time. I don't really like to use the word cheat. I use the word treat. I'm really okay with frequent treat meals, and basically it's a part of a lifestyle. So I wouldn't recommend that. If I tell you that remove all sweets and all junk food from your diet and all fried food, never have sugar, never have oil fried foods, then I'll be kidding, okay? Because I do that. I enjoy my fried foods at certain points of time, but I know the limit. I know mindful portions. I know how to be mindful and how to control my portions. It's just basically it happens with practice, right? And it's a lifestyle, right? So you need to enjoy your life, be happy, but again be healthy as well. That's why you need to control a little bit, but you can have treat meals once in a while and still lose weight and still see good progress for your health, right? So one small cheat meal or treat meal is not going to make you unhealthy. It's the repetitive binge eating for junk food which actually makes you unhealthy. So you need to find the right balance, strike that right balance, and you'll actually see the most with your health, happiness, and your fitness.
Not like go overboard, but like if I like chocolate, then I eat chocolate.
See, this is golden advice. Like Raashi Khanna, like I'm impressed, okay? So she's saying do not go overboard, obviously, but if I have chocolate, I'll eat chocolate. Mindful portion control. If you want to have a chocolate, one piece of chocolate is better than having 10-15 pieces of chocolate and then feeling guilty about binging your food, and then the next day you wake up with bloated tummy, and then you feel like, oh my god, I need to work out so much hard in the gym, etc, right? So why associate guilt with food? You can just be mindful about your portion and feel sane, right? So I do have dark chocolate in my fridge, and sometimes if I feel like it, I'll just have one small piece of it, and if I feel sane, right? So it's all about the mindful portion control. I like this review. Again, like this is the second review in a row which I absolutely am enjoying it. Okay, I really like it.
Alcoholic drink, it cannot be healthy, but I'm a wine drinker, so I drink wine sometimes, once in a while, and I think it's good for your health.
So alcoholic drink cannot be healthy, but I drink wine because it's good for your health. What even is happening? Like, am I missing something? Is it sarcasm? Comment down below if you understand what she's trying to mean with these things. Okay, like I really like her diet and her advice, but then some of these things are completely off. But anyway, I think the goods in her video overweigh the bads of these small weird silly things that she mentioned. I think the goods overweigh the bads here. So I'm completely okay. I'm not a hater. Okay, this is the first time I'm actually seeing Raashi Khanna talk, or this is the first time I'm actually even knowing who Raashi Khanna is. So like so far I'm impressed, like not kidding. I like her. So this is the end of the video. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, get down there, comment down below what you would like to see in my later videos. Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, alright? And if you want to hit me up for my personal coaching or my video consultations, then this is my Instagram. You can head over to my Instagram, or you can write to my email. It's in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching my videos, and I'm so grateful to each and every viewer. Thank you again. Bye.